not your buddy, pal. I'm not your pal, guy. I'm not your guy, dude. I'm not your dude, bro. I'm not your bro, bruv. I'm not your bruv, brewski. I'm not your brewski, broski. I'm not your broski, bubby. I'm not your bubby, hubby. I'm not your hubby, bud. I'm not your bud, friend. I'm not your friend, frosif. I like froyo, essay. I'm not your essay, homie. I'm not your homie, Joseph Coney. I'm not Joseph Coney, jabroni. I'm not your jabroni, Holmes. Call me Sherlock Holmes, chief. I'm not your chief, queef. I'm not your queef, comrade. I'm not your comrade, man. I'm not your man, gar. Je suis pas ton gars, mec. I'm not your mec, bre. I'm not your bre, bruh. I'm not your bruh, Batman. I am Batman. I'm not your bub, boss. I'm not your boss, Habibi. I'm not your Habibi, Zelemi. I'm not your Zelemi, chicken salami. I'm not your salami, dog. I'm not your dog, mans. I'm not your mans, mandams. I'm not your mandams, brosif. I'm not your brosif, gang. I'm not your gang, squad. I'm not your squad, fam. I'm not your fam, fom. I'm not your fom, fomle. I'm not your fomle, sport. I'm not your sport, compadre. No estoy tu compadre, cabrón. I'm not your cabron, daddy. I'm not your daddy, lad. I'm not your lad, gent. I'm not your gent, son. I'm not your son, skipper. I'm not your skipper, boy. I'm not your boy, mate. I'm not your mate, kiddo. I'm not your kiddo, colonel. I'm not your colonel, darling. I'm not your darling, honey. I'm not your honey, partner. I'm not your partner, baba. Haba, baba. I'm not your cuz, chum. I'm not your chum, associate. I'm not your associate, compatriot. I'm not your compatriot, confidant. I'm not your confidant, playmate. I'm not your playmate, amigo. I'm not your amigo, homeboy. I'm not your homeboy, cuh. I'm not your cuh, chap. I'm not your chap, fellow. I'm not your fellow, kid. I'm not your kid, homegirl. I'm not your homegirl, bloke. I'm not your bloke, brother. I'm not your brother, nephew. I'm not your nephew, unk. I'm not your unk, boyfriend. not your boyfriend. Twin. I'm not your twin. Hobnobber. I'm not your hobnobber. Sunderwine. I'm not your Sunderwine. Eaxl-gestealla. I'm not your eaxl-gestealla, champ. I'm not your champ, hub thumper. Well, I don't even hump tubs, hombre. I'm not your hombre, buster. I'm not your buster, squeeze. I'm not your squeeze, stiff. I'm not your stiff, cookie. I'm not your cookie, baby. I'm not your baby, donut. I'm not your donut, broby. I'm not your broby, mortal. I'm not your mortal, gal. I'm not your gal, human. I'm not your human, rat. I'm not your rat, cat. I'm not your cat, sentient being. I'm not Descartes' Cartesian dualism distinguishing the conscious mind from the visible substance of our bodies.
I'm not the transcendental idealism of Immanuel Kant, arguing that we cannot know things in themselves, but only as they appear to us, as phenomena.
What has he got? If not himself, then he has not.
Consciousness plays an active role in the interpretation of reality. Well, I am not the panpsychism of Philip Goff, suggesting that consciousness is a fundamental aspect of all matter, even with basic particles having some level of consciousness, not being unique to animals or humans, but rather a bodily view of consciousness.